You know, the two disciples in today's gospel remind me of that dancing girl in the story about the beheading of John the Baptist in Mark chapter 6. I wonder if you remember that scene in the gospel when the drunken governor of Galilee, Herod Antipas, after being so pleased and so entertained by the girl's dance performance, told her to make a wish, any wish daw, any wish, and even promised to give her half of his kingdom. We're told that the girl went to the mother, her mother, and she asked, "What should I ask for?" And she went back to the king afterwards. And as instructed by her mother, she asked for the head of John the Baptist. And King Herod Antipas regretted that he had made a promise, but he kept the promise anyway. I wonder if the girl herself was happy that her wish had been granted. In today's gospel, it is the mother who is telling Jesus what her two sons, James and John, wished for. And Jesus directs his answer to the two disciples. Sabi niya, hindi niyo alam. Hindi niyo alam ang hinihiling ninyo. You don't know what you are asking for. I wonder how often God feels like telling us the same thing when we make all sorts of petitions to Him. Sometimes, kapag hindi na pagbibigyan ang hinihiling natin, minsan, parang gusto pa nating magtampo. We are tempted to resent it. And sometimes we doubt if God is listening at all to our prayers. I wonder if you remember that scene in that movie, Tanging Yaman, when the character of Gloria Romero was praying inside the church. At yung apo niya, the granddaughter, interrupted her prayer. Sabi niya, "Lola, grandmother, does God listen to all our prayers?" And the grandmother's answer was, "Oh yes, of course, He does. He listens. But He does not always grant them the way we ask Him to." There is a passage where Jesus says, "Your Father knows what you need even before you ask Him." And yet, He still encourages His disciples to ask so that they will receive, to seek, so that they should find, and to knock so that the door will be opened. In another passage, Jesus says, "Sino bang ama? What father will grant his son a snake if he is asking for a fish? Or a scorpion if he is asking for an egg?" Or let's say you are the father and your son who just spoke to you about getting bullied in the school is now asking you for a gun. Humihingi ng baril as a birthday gift for him. Will you give your son a gun? There is a saying in English, "Careful what you wish for." Bakit? Because you might get it. And if you do, what makes you so sure that you'll be happy with it? James and John were asking for something. Meron silang wish to be seated, one at the right and one at the left, at the kingdom of Jesus. Well, they were asking for this just as he was foretelling his passion and death on the cross. Would they have asked for it if they had known that it meant taking the place of the two thieves who were crucified on the right and on the left of Jesus? Sa Book of Kings, merong kwento doon about King Solomon being told by God to make a wish. Nasa chapter 3. When Solomon expressed his wish, God praised him. God commended him because now he did not ask for wealth. He did not ask for power. Or he didn't ask to take a revenge against his enemies. What did he ask for? Wisdom and a discerning heart. In short, Solomon's wish was this: Lord, teach me how to wish properly. Yun ang wish niya. Lord, teach me how to wish properly. Siguro, the next time we pray, instead of carrying a wish list, maybe we can just say, Lord, teach me to desire the things that will truly give glory to your name. Or Lord, teach me to desire only your will. Hindi ba? That was what Jesus taught us to say in the Lord's Prayer. Thy will be done. Sundin ang loob mo. And it is supposed to be the summary of all prayers. Thy will be done. In the story about the agony in the garden, when Jesus was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, we're told that he also underwent a moment of doubt and weakness, a moment of desolation when he was tempted to give up, to back out. He actually expressed it in his prayer. He said, Lord, Father, take this cup away from me. In simple words, wag na lang ho ako. But in the end, he said in his prayer, not my will, but only your will be done. The summary of all prayers.